Arkham's Astrolabe is banned in Legacy, but sees no play in Vintage. Why is that? Welcome back, Vintage Gamers. Surprise Saturday afternoon Vintage Leagues. I just had some plans that I kind of fell through, so I'm going to just stream some leagues and get a bit of a backlog going, hopefully. Try to get a couple leagues done today. We're going to play something we've actually played before on the channel, maybe a couple years ago now. This is Snow Oath. It's from a vintage MTGO player called KFC Chicken. It is something that is something they only play. It's their deck, it's their pet deck, it's their build. And I hadn't seen any KFC Chicken 5-0s in a while, and one recently hit the 5-0 bucket, so I'll take any excuse I can to play some Arkham's Astrolabe. This is very much a special Oath deck where we've got 4 targets, we've got 3 Hullbreaker Horrors and an Emrakul. We are playing Channel for our Emrakul or our Karn Lattice. We are maybe casting Hullbreaker Horrors with mana drains, I guess. And we also have stock ups and Lorians to cast off of those. We have no Orchards in our deck. We have 4 Swan Song though, which can make it can make birds for our opponent to trigger our Oath of Druids. I've seen KFC Chicken play a lot of different things in this slot. I've seen there's a green command that makes squirrels. There's Into the Flood Maw. Lots of things like that. Today we have 4 Swan Song. There's also this very beautiful mana base of 5 snow covered basics, 1 tropical island, and 4 Field of Ruin to facilitate our Arkham's Astrolabe, as well as hit opponents' non-basics and get basics out of our deck. Yeah. It's a masterpiece. It's a work of art, and we're gonna play it in this Vintage League, and I'll see you in round 1. Did you know subscribing here on YouTube and following on Twitch are both free ways you can support my vintage content? All right, round 1, game 1. On the play versus Scorpia, I've got snow-covered forest, double Oath, double mana drain. I have a mana drains, 2 mana drains in my hand, and my lands are Field of Ruin, snow-covered forest. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Love it. Our Astrolabe will fix us for blue, and then another Astrolabe will fix us for blue. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a stream for sure. Well, if it was a Trump, we wouldn't be able to cast Astrolabe. Oh, opponent is on Dredge. Well, we have 2 Oaths. Our targets for our Oaths are Hullbreaker Horrors. But Hullbreaker Horror does like do some infinite things with like double Moxen and stuff, so. Opponent kept a 7-card Dredge hand after Serum Powdering once. Well, unless they double grief us, we should still have an Oath after all of this, I would hope. We'll see. Technically, Field of Ruin does kill Bazaar of Baghdad, chat. I don't know if you guys realize that. It's a play you can make. All right, Bazaar activate. I guess I can just F6. What are we doing here? How the hell do you cast Mana Drain? A great question. An absolutely fantastic question. How does one cast Mana Drain? Jesus. Double Hollow one. If they have a forced double Hollow one here, I don't think Oath Trigger is even going to be fast enough. Technically, I can cast Mana Drain on turn 2. My opponent's not casting another spell, so it doesn't really matter. All right, if this oath resolves, we still have a chance. If this oath doesn't resolve, yeah, they have force. Okay, seven card keep, double hollow one, Dredger, Icarid, force blue card. So I'm dead. Great. Fantastic. I love Bazaar of Baghdad. Very happy it exists. Why didn't we activate in response? It doesn't matter. I'm still dead. It doesn't matter. Died anyway. Yeah. So I go to 9 here, and then I'm dead on the swing back to the Icarid. Oh, they hit 3 creeping chills. Oh no. Unlucky. Should have had a Mox. Do we have better creatures in the sideboard? Crazy Diamond, have you ever seen a better creature than Emrakul the Aeon's Torn? Double Bazaar? Give me out, give me out, give me out. I'm out, I'm out. You've bested me. You're too good. I'm gonna bring in 4 Leyline of the Void is what I'm gonna do. And then I am going to bring in a Disruptor Flute. I'm gonna take out this Karn. Do I need Nature's Claim to kill hollow ones? I feel like Mana Drain, well, Negation is definitely bad, but Mana Drain has got to be by far the worst. That card is not very good. I feel like Mana Volt is probably bad if I'm taking out Karn. Yeah. There's Relic of Progenitus in my deck, don't I? It's kind of slow, but Relic of Progenitus should probably come in. Mental Misstep can go. How's my blue count? 11, 16. Still fine. Nah, man. Nah, man. Why is he saying that it beats mono white? Oh, I can't look. I can't look. I have turn 1 Lorien or turn 1 Narset looking for... What do I have? I have just a Relic and a Disruptor Flute. I have 2 hits. I guess Oath is a hit. Only if I crack... Screen? I probably should try this, right? I could almost cast the Leyline. I should probably try this. It's good on the first activation, but my opponent serumed and kept 7 again. So that's not great. And I also have to play into Trap here because I don't want to lose my Lotus. I got forced. All right, so I definitely didn't have Trap. So I'm going to play this now before I get chaliced. All right, well, my opponent has kept 7 with a force each time, so it's going to be tough. Maybe I can Lorien Revealed into a good card. Probably just draw like 3 ley lines, though. There's the chalice. Played around it, chat. Played around it. Played around the chalice. Look at that. Look at me. Look at me playing great and losing anyways. Hey, there's the Oath. Ooh. Ooh, wait. Should I just play the Oath then? I don't know, like, I think my probability of drawing a green source is actually super low. Though if I draw a Mox, I could Lorien Revealed into my Trop. I mean, I could crack this for green and then use blue, or leave a blue or a green behind. Oh, but a Mox will prevent me. So, all right, I think I just have to hope it doesn't get countered. I think I just have to hope it doesn't get countered. I don't think waiting a turn is good here, especially when my Oath creatures are so bad. Why do I bother, bro? All right, 7-card double force, hollow 1 chalice. Not bad. Not bad. 2 dredgers. Hit chill. Hit grave troll. Dredge is a deck of Magic the Gathering cards. Dredge troll. Hit Icarid. All right. I feel like we're getting bullied. That's what we're getting. Ah, great. Force of will. Just what I wanted. Ah, great. Arkham's Astrolabe. Just what I wanted. I need another oath here. Leyline of the Void. Arkham's Astrolabe. Great. All right, well, that was a fun matchup versus Dredge. I hope everyone had a great time. I sure did. I mean, I could have baited Force with a Lorien there. I just felt like it would be too slow. Maybe I should have anyways. I don't know. Am I supposed to play around second Force, last 2 cards? I almost died. I'm at 3, and there are 1 chill left. That's not great for me. Well, I think I can send. I drew the stupid oath after. Well, we can send a message here, and we can Field of Ruin this Bazaar of Baghdad. Get an island. Can see. All right, here we go. Round 2. Okay. All right. I keep. I got an Astrolabe. Trigger. Ruby. Astrolabe. Channel? I can filter with my Astrolabes? Springs. Springs untapped go. Ancestral? Must be. I had another Astrolabe. So I can filter into Hullbreaker and win the game, right? So I use my island to play an Astrolabe. I then have 3 Astrolabes. I use 1 Astrolabe to get green, and I channel. And then I use the other 2 Astrolabes to channel my colorless into blue. And then I need to cast a spell, but once I cast a spell... Oh, I guess I don't have infinite mana yet. Because I won't have another snow. I don't have 2 Mox, and I won't have another snow. But I could just go stock up. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to do stuff. I could just Field of Ruin. My opponent probably doesn't have a basic island in their deck. But I'd be kind of worried that they just untap and jewel kill me. So I think I'm going to start with an Astrolabe and see what draws. Time Walk. Okay, let's start with that. Let's do that. Because now I'll have enough colors of mana to stock up and go infinite, I think. It does need to resolve, though. Another Astrolabe. There's no... I can hold this one, though, now. So if I play field, swap into res, swap into... Yeah, okay. I think we're good now. So let's go play field, green, and swap into green and cast channel. Okay, so let's make 7 colorless with channel. Yeah, let's make 6 colorless with channel. Swap one of them into blue and swap one of them into blue and play a Hullbreaker Horror. Can't be countered. And then we can make a mana, swap it into blue, play an Astrolabe, and bounce something. Pay a mana, swap it into blue, play an Astrolabe, bouncing probably the Ruby. Yeah, they're out of here. They're out of here, baby. Oh, let's go. Okay, hold on. That's a beautiful picture, though. Like that is a beautiful thing. Ah, that is a beautiful thing. All right, so probably Jewel, I would guess, based on no Luris plus Springs. So let's go with Consigns and do you bring claims? Like, do we care? Probably not with Ring. What do I even take out, though? Our deck is so streamlined. This doesn't hit artifacts, right? Okay. Swan Song seems really bad. That means Oath is, like, actually pretty bad. Maybe I have to take out some Oaths. And just play... I guess I could bring in Okos. I feel like these cards are all really bad, though. Maybe I keep in Oath, 3 Oath. I could keep in 4 Oath and just bring in 2 Okos as ways to turn it on. It's like so bad, though. It's like really bad. It's just a matchup where like Oath is not going to get triggered and these Swan Songs are not going to have enough targets. Maybe I like leave 2 and I take 2 and 2 out. And I can counter spells and PO and stuff with them. That's kind of a balance. We'll try that. I'm not sure. This doesn't have a force or any kind of counter magic. I'm gonna put it back. This one has force and drain and 2 islands. I'm pretty sure I'd rather just get rid of that and have the ability to maybe go force pitch Oko, force pitch something, and then have drain up after. Time Vault is fine. I guess if they go Saga, it looks silly, but I got Field of Ruin for that. No problem. No problem. Perfect mana base. Hey, there's the Saga. They're gonna get one construct, which will turn on my oath, so. Ah, god damn it. I guess they have 2 keys in their deck. Alright, I think I should pitch the Oko. You know the Oko answers this. What isn't the quirk of this deck is probably a better question. Oh, I guess Field of Ruin is also a mana drain sink. It's kind of sick. I wish my opponent had done something so I could mana drain into Field of Ruin sink, but it's okay. All right, got him, baby. Field of Ruin, kill your Urza Saga. I guess I'll get a forest. I do need to beat a 4/4 construct. It's a lot of jewelry. PO? Ring. Well, I'll force it. I think I'm gonna cast Stock Up, even though I'd like to hold up Drain, because they don't have to cast spells into Drain. I think they will, but they shouldn't. Okay. Oh, they definitely wouldn't, unless they had... Oh, they might have been morphed. All right, well, that's bad for me. Gonna die to 1 construct, because I drew the field a turn too late. I guess not really. I didn't have the mana to use the field. Getting negated there was not in my playbook. Did not see that coming. All right, what's my best draw? Oath is still a winning draw, but I did get rid of all my oaths. I think I have to hold on to that and hope my opponent casts a spell into my mana drain. If my opponent is anything like Sean's opponents, they'll just cast a spell directly into this mana drain and we'll win the game, right? Surely I'm allowed to have opponents that just play right into my mana drain, huh? No, of course not. Mana Drain, great magic card. So happy that I had Mana Drain. It's kind of bad to... I can't leave open blue and have a... I mean, I guess a green... I didn't bring in Nature's Claim, right? So I don't actually have any answers to this card. What am I talking about? Great. I have an Oko. Yeah, I don't even actually have answers to this card. I need to hit Time Walk, I guess. Cool. I died. All right, I'm going to take out these other oaths, and I'm just going to bring in Nature's Claims. These oaths are so bad. I guess at that point, I would probably take out Emrakul. And... Oh, I should have boarded this Disruptor Flute for sure. That was pretty bad. Just play control. Like, I think theoretically the idea of, like... my hand was pretty good, right? It was 2 forces and then mana drain. So, like, theoretically, if my opponent hadn't played an Urza Saga, my hand was really good against Jewel, but... I guess I could Spectral Restitch. It's probably not very good. I mean, it's better use than Swan Song, right? Like, what's Swan Song doing, man? That card's doing nothing. This can bounce my Astrolabes or something. I think I'm favored by just playing blue-green control from here. This is a channel, but there's nothing to channel into. I mean, I have a force, though, so... Am I supposed to mulligan this? What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Fuck. I don't have my astrolabes to like, or moxin to do anything with the horror. If I had a mana drain, it'd be a lot better than a channel here. But even then, I don't have anything to play off of it. I have to put this back. Ah, I'm playing it. What am I trying to draw to? Freaking force, right? They mulled to 5. I'm so smart. I'm so smart, baby. I just knew it. I knew it. I'm here. I'm winning. I can use my Field of Ruin to fix us for mana. We're good. Field of Ruin, Black Lotus, pass the turn. Gaming. This deck doesn't even have Tolarian Academy. Defense Grid. Yeah. Vexing Bauble. Yeah. Crack Vexing Bauble. Soul Ring. Yeah. All right. Arkham's Astrolabe. All right. So let's cast channel. Wait, what the fuck am I even? I cast channel and then I Field of Ruin and I can cast Astrolabe. All right, whatever. Let's just do it, man. Channel. Pay life. Pay life. Field of Ruin. We won't have blue. I don't know where you're getting blue from. Blue. All right. Blue, Astrolabe. Draw. Force. I still can't force through this. I can just claim the Soul Ring, though. I can Spectral Restitch the Astrolabe to draw an additional card as well. Wait, this thing has Flash. Can I replay the Astrolabe and then make mana on end step? No, not really. I think I'm just supposed to kill the Soul Ring. I think I'm going to flicker my thing. And I'll go to end step. And if I draw an Ancestral off it, I can cast the Ancestral using channel mana. Unfortunate. I can't do that, though. All right, I think we're dead. I think I died. No! All right. There's only like 9 other lands in my deck, so. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We like that one. Even if they crack it, they have a defense grid. Oh, I just drew Island. I'm a genius. Ooh, Disruptor Flute, Field of Ruin, Lorien Revealed, Arkham's Ash. What are we taking off of this? What are we doing with this? I think we need to take Disruptor Flute, as it's our only way to beat a ring or something at this point. And then we take the land death. We almost are at the point where we can kill through defense grid. Or counter through defense grid. Because we have all the mana now. 3 mana for the opponent. Tinker? Hole Breacher? Uh-oh. I wasn't ready for a Hole Breacher. I need to make a bunch of mana. I need to mana drain something. I need to get to 5 mana to mana drain something. Could be challenging. Maybe I was supposed to take double Field of Ruin. Oh, wait. The Vexing Bauble is gone. That's really good for me. All right. I'm going to just pass. I can hold up this Flute or Drain. If I can resolve... Oh, yes. Yes. They just played into it. They just played into it. This is what it's like to be Sean. This is what it's like to be Sean. I just get free wins. Love that for me. What if they metamorph it? what if they metamorph it, chat? The bigger Hole Breacher. It's really bad if they metamorph it. I feel like I have to make the play though, don't I? Ah, they don't got it. They don't got it. Time Walk. All right, first, kill their land. Take them off of force. Not that I need to beat force, but what are they doing? Sure. You got it. All right, I'm gonna attack with my 7/8. And then I'm gonna Time Walk and bounce their Hole Breacher. And I'm gonna bounce all of their other things. Oh, I guess we could have bounced this Astrolabe first for an extra draw because we have all the mana to do that. So we could just bounce this Astrolabe and play the Astrolabe and then bounce the Hole Breacher. They fell into my trap of playing into mana drain. All right, I understand now. No one can fail here. It's just mana drains all the way through. All right, on to round 3. I've got the classic Black Lotus mana drain hand. Can't ever lose. I got Oath to cover the turn 1 trainer. I actually think I want... Ugh. I have to counter this, bro. I also can't hold I can't even cast Oath with mana drain up, man. Oh, this. What's the point? Saga Gaming. Ah, there we go. Fix my mana right away. Next turn I can do it. Perfect. All my mana problems fixed by one Outcomes Astrolabe. Grim Monolith. I don't think I'm countering Grim Monolith. Tezzeret, I'm in. The problem is I don't have anything to freaking cast anymore because I got rid of my Hullbreaker. Perfect. I can use my Astrolabe to filter my mana and play an Oath of Druids. I'm a genius. Or KFC's a genius. Look at that. Look at that. That is deck building if I've ever seen it. Now they can't even play a creature. What now, opponent? Just kidding. Mana drain. If only I had a freaking Forbidden Orchard in my deck to use my Oath of Druids. Now we're out. I guess we will filter this into an Oath of Druids. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. I think I'm losing this game. I'm pretty sure we're losing. We have Oath of Druids in our deck. We were doomed from the start. Jesus. There's no justice in the world, man. Can't even Field of Ruin anything. They don't have anything in play. Next turn I can cast that if I get a next turn. Not 100% sure I'm getting a next turn. Chat, you think we're getting a next turn? I'm like a little scared that we're probably not getting a next turn here. They're on Raker Shops. Pretty sure we're dead. Yep. Yeah, no, playing Oath of Druids in 2025 is so bad. It's just so bad. It's actually so. Like, why am I playing 4 Swan Song in my deck? It doesn't hit anything. It doesn't hit anything. Oh boy. Claim is good, and Consign is good, and Disruptor Flute is good here. We haven't played a single matchup where it actually turns on an Oath. This deck kind of has to play some creatures in it, though. We'll see. Our set's kind of nice. Brainstorm. We don't have fetches. It's fine. Get that card out of here. All right. Better. Surely this is better. So I can Ruby, Lorien, yeah, all right. It is better. This deck is really using Lorien's hard. It's like leaning really heavily on Lorien. I like it. No null rods. They would turn off our fixing. Correct. Absolutely true. All right. Okay. And what? And now what? I remember last time we played this deck, someone null rotted us, and it was really, really bad for us. It was quite bad for us. At least maybe they'll be scared to play Raker out because we have oaths in our deck. That's the dream. Nope, they don't give a shit. They're just gonna play a Scrawly Crawler. They don't care about oath at all. I think I need to use my mana efficiently here and just counter this. I'm not like particularly worried about Scrawling Crawler, but I just want to move forward here. I just take the non-Astrolabe mana, Time Walk into the Astrolabe. Oh. Drawing a lot of Ancestrals. What do you think, chat? You think there's a basic in their Raker Shops deck? Field of Ruin is just better strip mine. Better strip mine has been called, chat. Field of Ruin is better strip mine. Got him. Disruptor Flute? Resolves. What are we disrupting? I'm curious. Oath of Druids. You got it. Sensei's top. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, whatever. Go. What now? Look how many basic islands I have in play. Card just doesn't matter. All right, I will Disruptor Flute a Sensei's top, so they don't get too much value off it. I could have done that earlier, but I wanted to hold up double Betrayin. Sensei's top. Because we've got ring covered. Nature's Claim. All right, your move, opponent. What next? I can even play through a defense grid. Ooh, the ring? I would love to mana drain that. Cool. Love that. Let's turn one of the mana into blue with our Astrolabe. Stock up. Let's grab stock up. And should we get Field of Ruin? I'm in. How much am I going to have after this? If I do a stock up, and then I still have double blue after, right? I guess I'll take an Oath and an Emerald. I still have another Drain. Oh, I mean, I'm not taking an Oath. There's no creatures in play. Just give me Consign and an Emerald, bro. I don't need to win the game. I can just Shawn it. Just sit here and bore my opponent to death. All right, your move, opponent. What now? What now? I'm down. We can chill. They're gonna concede. They're not gonna take this torture. We're blue-green control. At some point, we'll just hard cast Hull Breeders. Or that. That'll win too. All right, get in there, Mox Ruby. I can kill that with Nature's Claim. I could also consign the trigger. I can do anything. I'll kill that thing. Why not? Mana Drain. You don't need to play Gifts Ungiven. You can simply just play random blue cards. It doesn't actually matter. That's the trick. Sean's scamming you into playing bad 3-mana blue, 4-mana blue instance. This hand is really bad. This hand's pretty good. What are we keeping here? Just get rid of Labe. Oh wow, they went for automatons even though they saw Oath. Hopefully we just draw Oath and win then. Chalice on 0. Chalice on 0 is kind of bad for me here, isn't it? I mean, not really. I just have to draw more lands. Makes me wish I kept the Astrolabe, though. This Patchwork is going to kill me, I think. I feel like I'm just not going to draw the right cards, and I'm going to die to that. Like, forcing these cards is so bad, though. I just immediately draw a second Mox. Okay, I think I'm dead. I think I had to force the Chalice. It's like playing Disruptor Food's so bad though. I probably had to force the Sensei's top at least. I'm just so far behind. I'm just so far behind. I think we're just dead. I have to there's like no combination of 2 cards that gets me out of this. I had to force this Chalice, which didn't seem like I had to at the time, but I also did not expect my opponent to board into automatons. All right, well, this is pretty unfortunate. We are super dead, though. All right. Well, I still think the hand was a keep, but I certainly have regrets. I'm not really sure that if I had forced the chalice that I would have actually won this game, but I certainly would have been in a better spot. All right, that's lethal. Yeah, I mean, I could have played it a little bit better, maybe. See if we can figure it out here in round 4. Up against possible Luris Gamer. My hand contains 0 mana sources. No Luris this time, though. My hand has an Emrakul, a Time Walk, a turn 1 Field of Ruin. Alright. I'm down. Consider me down. On the draw here, for sure. On the play, probably not. Turn 1 Field of Ruin, fixed for blue. Time Walk. Mox. Old frame. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, another Shops Gamer. This, again, does not counter Tezzeret. The Swan Song counters absolutely nothing. Is this getting Vexing Bauble? It's pretty bad for me if it gets Vexing Bauble, isn't it? Sure is. I'm just dead on turn 1 here, right? And I drew Force right after. Oh, yes. This is classic gaming. All right, cool. We lost. That was fun. Looks like it's the same matchup. I'm gonna bring in the same cards as last time. What did I take out? Swan Song? They just don't counter anything. Oh, I want this Disruptor Flute too. That was a quick dispatching. All right, try again. What do we got? I have turn 1 Oko. I think. I don't have turn 1 Oko. I don't have green blue because I have a Field of Ruin. I mean, I'm still keeping this hand. But fair enough. They're on a mulligan to 5. Probably want to leave open my ability to Field of Ruin at instant speed in case there's like a saga. So I'll just pass with all of this up. Sure. Okay. Pass? They're containing themselves? I think I'm just supposed to name top because we have ring so covered. Ooh, we can now play our Oko if we want. Sure do. I guess this does leave us without negation for a turn. Still probably correct. Oko takes a hit. Yeah, they have Monolith into Ring. Having to turn off Ring here will be a little unfortunate. Oh, they don't have a Ring. Let's see. All right. Oh, I'm going to hit you with this. And I'm going to go get... What if they're actually Jewel? That'd be pretty crazy. I guess I'm going to get the Forest, considering I already have a blue. No, I probably want to hold up Negation. Probably get a blue. The only reason I would get a Forest if I hit Oath. Definitely casting that. I hit Oath. I also hit Land Mana Drain. Probably just take Land Mana Drain and hold up double Counterspell. Not double Counterspell, but Counterspell, 2 Counterspells. And then this one just makes a token. If they attack again, then I stand up my token. I'd love to have taken the Oath if I had taken a Forest, but I think taking a Forest there was like too risky when I had the only card in hand I had was Negation, and I didn't have second blue. All right. Emerald. Go? What's in my opponent's hand? Very confusing. Stand up this, and I'll cast Time Walk. Get in there. Cast a stock up. Ancestral Recall. I'm just going to take this Hullbreaker Horror. Can pretty easily cast it soon. Though I guess now I can't cast Ancestral unless I draw another blue card. That's probably fine. Another blue land, I should say. Or I guess a Lave doesn't exactly do it. I mean, all of these things win. I might die now if I Oath. I only have 2 creatures left in my deck. Yeah, I'm probably not supposed to Oath at this point. Just win the game with what I already have. I do have Oath triggering Breaker Horror to make infinite mana, though. Two Moxen bouncing up and down gives you infinite mana with Hullbreaker Horror. I don't exactly know how you... Can you filter Astrolabe into that somehow? If you float a colorless... a mana, and then... As long as you have... I'm not sure that you can, like, loop it with the Astrolabe, because it always has to use its snow-covered again to be replayed. I have to think about it for a second. Because like the simplest Hullbreaker Horror is just with 2 Moxen, they each make mana, and you can just keep casting them over and over again. I guess you don't need to have 2 if you make a bunch of mana. Oh, but it's still infinite cards though if you make a bunch of mana and then you just use 1 Moxen and the Lab to just draw through your deck. Okay. Yeah. You don't actually make an infinite snow mana or anything like that, but you just draw. Okay. It does somewhat. It doesn't really matter what the colors are if you have access to the snow mana. All right, what is this? This is force, misstep. Yeah, and this is a keep. I like that our targets, our large creatures, are kind of castable off of mana drain and our blue to pitch to force. Oh, this is a springs into a ancestral. Oh, springs into soul ring. I think that's a good misstep target. Nature's Claim. All right, I will play Field of Ruin and pass. I do need to consider if I want to get Tropical or if I want to get a snow-covered land for Astrolabe. All right, another Springs. Monolith is fine. The Ring. Force this, pitching Horror. I hope I don't have to use another forest, because then I lose my blue mana, or I lose my Ancestral. That's unfortunate. So would I rather lose my blue mana or lose my Ancestral? Guess I'd rather lose my blue mana and hope to draw more blue mana, even though I can't draw Astrolabe off this. All right, chat. I need you to summon me a basic island, please. Please and thank you. I drew another Nature's Claim. Even a Mana Crypt would do it, because a Mana Crypt would let me Field of Ruin into an island. So they did not top deck anything there. Pearl, it's one step closer to a blue Manosaurus. I mean, what would I be doing with my tropical island anyways? Killing a Mox Emerald? Like, it's not that big a deal. Stock up. The fact that my opponent didn't play a land or a spell is kind of scary, but I guess it could be a Fleshraker or a Ring. Or a Karn. Uh-oh. Now I get to find out if it's a Ring or not. There's no way they ripped a Ring. Oh, they ripped a Karn. That's even worse. Okay, my bad. My bad. There's my snow-covered island. One turn too late. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead again. Bro, I am not answering Chess Knight's questions. No chance. Not a chance. I think we're dead here, because I don't have the ability to Nature's Claim a Lattice at the moment. If we draw another land, it has to be exactly a land, probably. I guess it could be a Lorien Revealed. I think we're still super dead, though. Karn was a really rough one. Needle. No, they're gonna needle my Field of Ruin! Oh, they got me. They found the weakness of my deck. Needle on Field of Ruin. Unlucky. They might name Oko, to be fair. We'll see. God, come on, just let me rip. Let me rip. Lorien revealed or land or something. Come on. Come on. Let a guy play the game. Let a guy oath a little. Surely. Oh, the Field of Ruin has been raised. That's not a bad draw as far as draws go. This is our one ring. I assume. Oh, wait. This is fucking Jewel. I see. I'm not sure I knew that it was Jewel. You want to pitch this stock up? Well, it's easier to cast than my manager in. I'm not sure I even realized we were playing against Jewel. Opponent forgot to take up their Karn. We found Lorien revealed. If I had kept the mana drain, I would have had drain up here. Now I have Nature's Claim up, I guess. I'm gonna Nature's Claim a Mox. I guess that lets them get a Rip a Workshop and cast anything, so maybe I can't. I really wish I kept Drain here. Wow. I just felt like I could draw Field of Ruin. Maybe like that's just 3 Field of Ruins are the only thing that cast stock up. So they did rip the Workshop. So now if they go Lattice, I'm covered at least. Looks like they're gonna go Lattice. So I get to float my mana, and then I can claim this Lattice. So it's gonna be good. Still covered myself at least a little bit here. Why are they debating? Are they debating playing around my Nature's Flame? I feel like no, they went for Argentum Masticore instead of Lattice. Just please stop trolling me. I don't need that in my life. All right. That's a force. Let's go stock up. Find like blue card land. Wow. So I could take snow-covered forest and stock up. I could take Oko. Chess! Read the cards! Please read the cards! Please! Please. Please. I don't need to be worried about casting Claim on this turn, so I don't actually have to take this forest. So I think what I do is I take stock up and Oko. I can't play out the Ruby and give it haste, unfortunately. Well, I mean, I could always claim the Needle. I don't think that's the avenue we're fighting on this point. Yes, when Lattice is in play, we could kill the Karn. Why would that be better for me? Think about it, Chess. Is turning everything into artifacts better for me or for the opponent? Is turning off my force of wills better for me or the opponent? Like, please. Please. All right, I'm gonna take 2 blue cards. I'd love to like play this Ruby out so I could stand it up and attack Oko, but then my opponent can just kill it by plussing, and they're not gonna minus here, so I would really like to take mana off that play, but I can't afford to. I assume they have like a bunch of jewels in their hands still. I feel like casting Oko is worse than casting Stock Up. Maybe they'll forget to plus again. I'm like super far behind, unfortunately. So now I have to worry about Lattice again if I stock up and don't have a green source after. Now I will. Drain. Oh, channel. Channel Emrakul almost works if we found another green source. I think I need to dodge one more turn of jewels and take stock up drain. I need to dodge one more turn of jewels here. This looks really bad. Though, does Lattice fix me for what is the text of Lattice? It might fix me for mana drain, does it? Looks like my opponent's just casting another jewel or PO or something here and I'm dying. Yeah, I kind of figured they just drew all jewels after they couldn't cast anything on 4. Looks like we're just dead. Doesn't matter. So maybe we would kill the Karn in that scenario because our Field of Ruins are so bad. And we don't have any forces left in our hand. Yeah, I think in this exact scenario with this hand, you would kill the Karn instead. But again, I just don't think it matters. I think we're just dead. Too many jewels, too much mana. I think I have to claim this forge. Well, I can't cast channel. Why am I getting channel, Chess? Oh, why would I take the one card I can't cast in the pile? What are we getting with this Karn? Oh god, there's a Metamorph in exile from Force of Will. You can't what the There's a Metamorph in exile because they pitched it to Force of Will. Yes, Chess, and I still won't have enough mana to cast it, and I still don't have enough life to cast my Emrakul. Like, I need you to stop and think through the things first before you say them. That's what I need from you. Looks like we're dead, though. Doesn't matter. We weren't getting a turn ever here. Unless we drew force off the stock up, probably. This Needle on Field of Ruin plus Karn just meant we weren't able to put together the right colors of mana. Like, no Astrolabes, no Moxen. Can't use my Field of Ruin to fix for blue. I think we were like one turn away. If we had found the blue source one turn earlier, I think we win this game. But we found the blue source one turn too late, and now I think we lose the game, sadly. A little unfortunate. I mean, maybe things could have been slightly tweaked in terms of order and those things, but tough loss. All right, here we go, last round. You'll see once it like plays out a couple times. Not 100% sure how good this is, but I guess it depends on what we're playing against. I don't think this deck wants Strip Mine chess. I think this deck wants lands that produce color mana so it can cast its blue spells. I'm not really actually worried about Field of Ruin and then killing their basic or anything like that. Like, that's not actually what I'm worried about. It's just kind of looking at the wrong parts of what it's trying to do. Hopefully my opponent's on a creature deck, or else this Oath doesn't really do anything, and then we die. I don't currently have the ability to make blue to cast my Narset on turn 2. I obviously have the ability to play it on the turn after, though. That kind of looks like mono white, which is a good sign. Because they'll have to Wish Enchanter this Oath. Because if I deploy it ahead of time against my creature, like, I value putting the Oath in play more than I value playing a Narset on turn 2. I think you like need to look from like, instead of like, ask yourself why, and like the reasons are there. So if we think they're on mono white, Field of Ruin just turns this into a basic plains, which is pretty bad for us. I think I would rather just cast Stock Up. Lotus is pretty good if I could cast it. I can't. I think I'm going to take basic Island Drain because I don't think Swan Song counters anything, doesn't counter creatures. This Swan Song card has been by far the worst possible card in the deck. It has just been awful. I'm not sure there was a single matchup where it was good. Strip Mine. So are they going to go for double Strip Mine, or are they going to play a 3-drop? They can't play a 3-drop into this Oath, so they're just going to Strip Mine me. That's fine. That's going to end up in a spot where I'm happy, so. My opponent doesn't get to play anything. I get to hold up mana drain, and then I'm going to win. So we're in a good spot. We're going to win this game. And if my opponent doesn't cast anything, then I can just Lorien Revealed into a land and then play either Narset or Field of Ruin, depending on what they're doing. They're super locked out here because of this Oath that we played on turn 1. Ah, it's mono black. Okay. Does that change anything? That means they can't do anything to this Oath. So I think that's even worse for them. And it's not like they can scam this Emrakul. I don't know if I care about getting a green source at this point. I think I'd rather just have another island. I don't think I need to even hold up Drain anymore, so just gonna get Narset going. I just like don't think mono. I don't respect mono black to be able to beat this Oath in play, so I guess Drain is the only card with text here. Though if they crack the Vexing Bauble, the Moxen would be better. They are going to crack the Vexing Bauble. Oh, what is this? Orcish Bowmaster? Sure. This lets them ping and kill Narset, and then I flip into a Hullbreaker Horror, and then they have to beat a Hullbreaker Horror, which seems challenging. Well, I mean, what are they supposed to do, Jess? Like, what is the mono black deck going to do against an Oath of Druids? They gotta do something. Maybe I'll mill all my cards over and I won't have any, like, maybe all 3 Hullbreakers are on the bottom. Yeah, KFC list. Play a Voidwalker. That'd be pretty decent, but again, we have it covered with our Hullbreaker just bounces it. All of these cards do go underneath it, though. It was 3 cards. 3 cards went underneath it. Black Lotus, Astrolabe. Just Black Lotus and Astrolabe. The 3rd card down was Hullbreaker. So now I can go Astrolabe. I can bounce this whole Voidwalker. I guess Voidwalker's turned off by Bauble anyways, but bounce that. Draw. I guess drawing does ping me. Doesn't really matter though. Then we just hold up Drain. And Force, I guess, is turned off. Unless I Drain and then bounce this, then I have Force up. Don't think they can beat a Hullbreaker. The first Hullbreaker, so... Force does bounce a spell if we wanted to. Yeah, counter bounce. It's true. So we could always cast it into the bauble and have it get countered if we want. But we have actively have Drain open, so they're locked out of this game. Like I said, when we got to turn like 2 or whatever, where opponent wasted our things, I knew the game was over, and at that point it was just we have to play out the motions. I like the idea of Oko against mono black, and I like the idea of. I mean, I feel like Swan Song is terrible. Is Mono Black Scam good? I don't think so, no. But it has like a decent like swap of the metagame that it can beat. If I want to take out all the Swan Songs, I don't need to like have creatures be built off Swan Song anyways here because their opponent stays all creature deck. Don't think I want Nature's Claims. Don't really want Karn either. Don't think I want these cards. So what do we bring in? Consigns? I'm not bringing in Leyline. I'll just keep Karn in for a channel, I guess. Well, Leyline only hits my opponent's yard, and Dothy hits my cards, so they don't really interact with each other. This hand's pretty sweet. I guess if I get Griefed reanimated, it's pretty bad for me, but can't really put this one back. It's a little much to be putting this kind of hand back. Okay, let's see what happens here. 6-card hand from the opponent. Like, if it's Grief Reanimate, it's a problem, right? It's going to be a problem. If it's just Thoughtseize, we're fine. think I'm supposed to counter this. I think I'm supposed to counter this. If I get griefed afterwards, it's pretty bad, though. All right, we got past that. So now we can go Sapphire, Cycle, Basic Island. And then probably just casting Ancestral. Is there any reason to do it now? I could hit Lotus. Just cast this now. Okay. All right, well, let's see what happens on their follow-up turn. Thoughtseize, it's fine. I'm gonna lose my stock up, but I'm covered, so. And they can't reanimate my Emrakul like they can reanimate Hullbreaker Horror, so. That's another part of the reason why I wanted to pitch Hullbreaker Horror to Force, is so they can't just like take it and then reanimate it on me. Though I guess reanimating it on me if I find my own, it's pretty bad, but. All right, 3 cards left in my opponent's hand. I've got Arkham's Astrolabe into Time Walk. We do win with a channel now, which is cute. Snow-covered lands. Read them and weep. Second, okay, well, Oath is really dangerous now. We have 3 of our 4 Oath targets. So that's not a very good draw anymore. Oh, wait, this is 4 of our 4 Oath targets. Okay, Oath is a dead card now. Oath is actually just a dead card. We've drawn all 4 Oath targets. Yeah, but okay. I don't know if they have basic swamps in their deck. They probably do, but I also don't want to use Lorien for mana here. So let's go with a Field of Ruin. See, I assume they have basic swamp in their deck, considering they're mono black. They do. So let's them play Bowmaster at end of turn. Maybe I should have waited, I guess, for should have waited for their turn so they can't Bowmaster here. That was probably a mistake then. It's a 2 damage mistake, possibly. Sorry, it's a 3 damage mistake if they were to do it. So should have waited there. I'm kind of in trouble. They took the stock up, so I don't have a lot of action. They binned Null Rod. I guess it makes sense, but green, I think, is just because they wanted to have a Surveil land. All right. I don't think we're casting Lorien revealed into this, so. What I need is probably a mana drain, and then they need to run a card into my mana drain so I can cast a Hullbreaker Horror. That's an untapped? That means a Thoughtseize? Oh, reanimate Trawler. Sure. I mean, they could still be on green cards, yeah. That's not a very good draw. It's not the worst draw. We definitely did not want to draw all of our Oath targets. I'll tell you that much. We have a lot of bad cards to draw into now. Like these ones. Opponent has 5 damage, 3 attacks. Like, even playing a Hullbreaker Horror might not even be enough to save me at some point here. This is definitely a way I can lose the matchup. Not a very common way. I'm dead. Yay. To be fair, I didn't draw any oaths, so that didn't really matter. I just didn't draw the ability to play any magic cards. I don't think playing a Hullbreaker Horror wins from this spot. Might. Don't think it does, though. Too low of a life total. Dead. All right. Not great, I will say. But sometimes you just draw the wrong magic cards. I don't really think there was a lot I could have done on that one. I think you have to call it by its Spider-Man name to find it in MTG Bot, I assume. I don't know what it's called though. It's like an X blink until end of turn. Artifacts and creatures, I think. His hand's insane. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to cast Ancestral on their turn. And then see where it goes from there. Okay. Do have double force. White. Is this a Void Mirror? Vexing Ball was really bad for me. Oh, Swamp Cycle. That's not really bad for me. I was really worried about a Vexing Bobble there. Graph Digger's Cage is fine. That means they're not reanimating either. Does mean they're not getting oathed. If I had done it on my turn, I would have had to discard to hand size. I'm gonna not play another Astrolabe so I can advance my mana and not discard to hand size. We are only a couple mana away now with this Mana Vault from playing our own Hullbreaker Horror. Thoughtseize. I think I Thoughtseize just resolve. Oh, opponent. I'm so sorry. But that is not gonna go well for you. That's just 1 mana take 6. Yeah. Not great. I don't blame them for having a cage because Oath seems like an abysmal matchup, but it does certainly hamper their own play. I think we're just gonna play a Oko here. Gonna make a food and I'm pretty good here. Next turn I can play a breaker if I want to. Yeah, it's certainly part of the reason the deck builder chose to play horror. Horror plays really well with mana drain and being castable and bouncing and stuff like that. All right, opponent was out of here. Fair enough. So we went 2 and 3 with this deck, and I think these were really close 3-game sets, right? Like, we lost to Dredge, we just got smushed by 2 7-card keeps. We played 3-game sets versus Raker and Jewel, and those were very reasonable. Like, we could definitely have won those. We could have easily gone 4-1 in this without breaking a sweat. I don't think this deck is bad. I think this deck has constructural issues, but I actually, it might surprise you, but I really like the whole Field of Ruin, Astrolabe, tons of basics thing. I actually really enjoy it. I think it's cool. I think it's smart. I would cut Swan Song and I would play 2 more basics because I think 10 with full mana Astrolabe and 4 Lorien is still too little. I think it needs to be 12. My gut instinct on this is 12. You could probably get away with 11. Either way, I think 10 is too little. So I would try to bolster the mana base slightly. And I would probably try to play 2 different cards other than Swan Song. What are those cards? I don't know. That's a hard thing to figure out. I don't know if you really need more drain sinks. With Stock Up Lorien and Holdbreaker, you're probably fine. And Field of Ruin, you're probably fine. So probably just like good blue cards. I would consider an Into the Floodmaw so that you have another card that triggers Oath of Druids. I would consider Oko. This deck could absolutely play Academy. It doesn't like play super well with the whole like get all basics kind of game plan, but Academy is certainly strong enough in this deck if you wanted to play it. I think I would go 1 Into the Floodmaw, 2 basic islands, and 1 other blue card, maybe an Oko in the main or something. Maybe just 2 Into the Floodmaws, like I don't know. Like it's possible that I am just biased because we saw like a set of 5 decks that Swan Song was bad against, but maybe there are other decks it's good against. It's not good against Mono White. It's not good against Dredge. It's probably good against PO. Probably okay against PO. It's probably good against like stock up decks in general. It's probably only. I think the problem is I feel like it's only okay versus these other Luris decks. Not even like great. And then it's gonna be bad against Sphere Shops, bad against Jewel, good against Doomsday. Bad against Raker. I don't think a strip mine is bad, but I don't think it's what the deck wants to be doing, if that makes sense. I talked about it with Chess earlier. Like, I don't think strip mine is just a spell, and I don't think that's the kind of deck the spell wants. Deck wants. At the very least, 4 songs Swan Song is too many, because you've seen like there are definitely going to be swaths of the field that it just doesn't do anything against, right? And that's my biggest problem. So I'm not sure. That's what I would do if you want to try this out. I don't think this deck is like bad. I think it's just a departure from the norm, and sometimes that can lead to really, really good things like opponents playing into mana drain, and sometimes it can lead to really bad things like, randomly getting Null Rod, turning off your Astrolabe, and then you can't play your deck, that kind of thing. So thanks to KFC Chicken for always making fun and unique deck choices in Vintage, and I will see you for more Vintage videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. See you then.